Salut tout le monde, c'est Schmilblick sur OJT. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour l'épisode final de The Wolf Among Us. Donc on se retrouve pour le jugement du tordu. On va voir ce qu'on va en faire. Et surtout, je m'excuse pour le retard. Mais bon, je n'y peux rien. J'avais des problèmes de santé. Donc c'est parti pour le final. Bonne vidéo à tous. Salle Dupuis, enchanté.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
Ça y est, le jugement va commencer. Ah, on dirait que toute la ville s'est réunie.
Motherfucker.
Comment ça va se passer?
Are you okay? It's been hours.
Alors,
We were worried you'd run into some trouble.
ça va,
Crooked Man's
ça va,
place.
tranquille,
It's nothing, I'm fine.
t'inquiète.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting
What do you have to say for
murderer?
yourself?
You killed Lily!
She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you
And
get
what about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to just...
Pour l'instant, les gens veulent tous le tuer.
Crook.
Bah moi je suis de cet avis, hein.
Everyone? Can I have
Mais
your
bon,
attention?
il faut d'abord qu'on le juge.
Thank you all for coming here on such short
Même
notice.
si c'est pas trop
I know normally we'd
plan,
schedule
mais
a
bon.
formal hearing, but
Blanche, c'est la
considering the
boss, on va
circumstances,
l'obéir.
I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge you killed.
Oui, c'est Georgie, mais c'était toi le boss.
It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss
On
White.
va dire ça, tu as donné
I
l'ordre.
thought it would be
C'est pas le chef,
unwise to
c'est ta
present
faute.
such faulty information.
Georgie may have killed
À ce niveau-là, Hitler, il considère que « Ah, c'est pas ma faute, hein, c'est pas moi qui ai tué les juifs
To you again. !»
Connard.
So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope.
Bah, Georgie,
Where is he?
on va être honnête, je l'ai tué.
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other
Laisse-la
charge?
finir, du con.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical
C'est
arts.
une enflure.
And for being a condescending prick.
Quoi, c'est bon, allez, je vais en insulter un petit peu.
Would like to say.
Pas tout ce que j'ai fait pour cette putain de ville.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Tu es responsable.
Obvious.
The rest of the charges are more than enough to deserve
We
execution.
all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No
Ouais,
more
bon bref, on peut toujours
judgments,
l'écouter, mais
no
bon,
more secrets.
mon
We
choix est déjà fait.
treat everyone fairly, even
Si on
when
doit
they don't
voter,
deserve
mon
it.
choix est déjà fait.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for once.
Ce n'est pas ce qu'a dit Georgie, et c'est vrai.
It was only a matter of time before something
On a
like this
2
happened.
histoires
Georgie
différentes
seemed
là.
pretty convinced he didn't have a
Ça
say
pue
in
pour
it.
toi, Tordu.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking
Vous
about?
n'appellerez pas ça de l'aide, hein.
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter, and I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Il ne voulait pas te protéger.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics.
C'est
They're
ça,
afraid
ils ont
if they
peur
don't
de toi, en
follow
fait.
orders, they'll end up dead.
Let
Alors,
me
arrête de dire des sottises.
My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
C'était Crane.
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Faples get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living.
C'est de la contrebande.
For herself. And what
C'est
did
des charmes
they do?
illégaux.
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why?
Blanche a fait une erreur.
Is that true? I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me.
Mais bon, arrêtez de râler, finalement, je l'ai aidé. Donc au fond, elle était gagnante, donc on était aussi gentils.
What he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that
Moi
I
aussi, je
care
tiens à vous,
deeply
même si vous êtes une
about
bande
all
de dégénérés.
and
Vous m'avez
so
bien
does the
fait
sheriff.
chier, mais bon, j'aime cette ville.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to
Nous ferons
always
mieux.
have your best interests at
Nous
heart.
essaierons de faire au mieux, toujours.
Haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And
Il
if
nous a
things
pris
didn't
espoir
fall
et Lily,
exactly
c'est ça
his
le plus
way,
important.
Someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Toute la vie est derrière nous. C'est beau. La solidarité. Il vient de lui applaudir.
Very good. The sentiment is surely
connard, celui-là.
appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait?
Talking about.
Tu ne t'en sortiras pas avec de belles paroles tordues.
Are we done?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Bon, c'est tous que c'est lui, arrêtez de demander des preuves.
This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Où est-ce que tu veux en venir?
Where are you going
Sérieux?
with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder. Since
Il m'a attaqué, ce connard.
for her,
Il allait me tuer.
he killed a man.
Now, don't make him a
C'était
murderer,
justifié.
For fuck's sake. Killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me. It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be
Blanche n'était pas
serious.
impliquée du tout, c'était Crane le chef. Hein.
Snow had nothing to do with it.
Putain, mais
We all thought she was
il
dead.
essaye de nous
Besides,
manipuler une fois de plus.
Crane was still deputy mayor.
Exactement, Crane est encore là devant
Right
moi.
before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh,
Sont les frères Tralali, Tralala, c'est des trous du cul, des criminels.
sometimes it's
Ils mériteraient
hard
tous les deux de crever.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I know...
Laws
Du
apply
calme,
when
s'il vous
we
plaît.
need them.
On va se calmer et on va arranger ça.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about.
Ça y
We
est.
lashed our ropes to this
Il leur a
diseased
retourné le cerveau, on
world, and ever
dirait.
since, which
Il est
one
fort,
has
il est fort,
been
ce
there
tordu.
for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Ah, Nerissa.
Excuse me,
I-
dear.
I wanted to make sure I had
Bien
the
sûr que
chance
tu peux
to say
parler.
something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Vas-y, Nerissa, on
Of
t'écoute.
course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order.
Viviane s'est suicidée.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I
Nerissa!
know.
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you.
Et voilà, notre confirmation. On le tient ce coup-ci, on le tient les amis.
I can finally say.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want
pouvais juste
mercy?
les
You know
triper.
we can't let you go free after this.
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't there
stopped.
been
I
enough
don't get
bloodshed
it.
So we
already?
get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about
Nous devrions
what do you
voter.
think this is?
We should have a
Si on veut
vote.
rester
Make
dans
it
une diplomatie,
democratic.
il faut
Do
voter.
you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Donc, à nous de prendre la décision.
Yes, Sheriff.
Donc, on peut l'enfermer, lui arracher la
Teach him
tête
a fucking lesson.
ou le jeter dans le puits.
We can lock him away.
Bon, on va aller sobre, on va le jeter dans le puits. Oula, tu fais quoi toi? Qu'est-ce que tu fais le tordu? Mais qu'est-ce... Putain, mais... Tu me pousses à bout tordu là. Je te jure que ça va chier. Putain de merde. Tiens, prends ça. Putain.
There you are.
Ah me voilà.
I hope you all
Bon, tu sais quoi?
remember this moment.
Trêve de gentillesse. Au début, je voulais juste te jeter dans le puits, et maintenant, je vais t'arracher la tête, salaud.
You know, just between us, I
No.
was gonna let you live.
Jamais envie, mon gars.
You're going to miss me.
No.
Et c'est parti. On va lui arracher le crâne, putain. Allez. Blah. Voilà. Plus de tête, mon gars. Allez, adieu. Et la tête. Coucou. Bye bye. Il a voulu me tuer une troisième fois. J'en pouvais plus. J'ai craqué. Ça finit en mode gore.
Lily. And Faith.
Yes.
Fabuleville a peur du grand méchant loup.
We'll erase from the books.
Très bien comme ça. Résidence de luxe à Forrester. Le lendemain. Encore une petite clope, comme toujours.
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you.
I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Ah, c'est tous les cassos de la ville qui maintenant sont nos potes. On va vous trouver un job, vous inquiétez pas.
Flycatcher left his keys.
Vous nous parlez.
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Je voulais pas m'excuser pour ce que j'ai fait au tordu, il le méritait.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Ils ont qu'à avoir peur de moi, au moins ils vont peut-être se tenir à carreau. Et ça fait de la peine pour Blanche quand même.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Ah là là, ce bon vieux Colin. Toujours une binouse en main celui-là. On se retrouve dehors, en début de soirée, on dirait. Mais c'est Toad et son fils. Finalement, ils partent à la ferme. Et pourtant, je leur avais juré qu'ils iraient pas. C'est un coup de blanche, ça. Désolé, Toad. J'aurais fait au mieux.
It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go.
Désolé, j'ai essayé de t'aider.
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was
Pas de problème, gamin.
So
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
C'est le fameux charançon.
That's
Vous vous rappelez?
They're cool, cause
Elle va l'adorer, TJ.
these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice
Je suis
anymore.
désolé.
I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
Comment je pourrais le savoir?
How should I know?
On l'a vu, mais bon. Colin, c'est notre pote. Il reste avec nous. Hey! Nerissa. Allons-y. On n'a pas peur de la pluie, nous, hein?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to.
Je comprends.
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Tu essayais de les protéger? C'est le cas. C'était pas le bon choix, mais bon, elle a pas fait dans de mauvaises idées, quoi.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then, oh God.
On va lui toucher le bras. On va la consoler.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us.
Ah donc le tordu a décidé de se débarrasser d'elle, quoi.
As he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
C'était pour le mieux.
I guess it worked.
Elle a un petit peu menti, mais bon, pas vraiment non plus.
Hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
C'est elle qui nous a livré la tête d'espoir.
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
Désolé que tu aies dû faire ça.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Personne n'est jamais content.
I go out there and I do my job.
C'est vrai qu'à chaque fois que je fais des trucs, c'est pour eux et ils sont jamais contents, quoi. C'est toujours moi le méchant, c'est toujours moi le grand méchant loup, quoi.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because
Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
Merci Nerissa.
You were given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone...
J'espère au moins avoir fait quelque chose de bien.
It was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
Attends, mais... Espoir, la première nuit, elle m'a dit exactement la même chose. Attends, est-ce que ce serait pas la même personne qu'on a vue? Est-ce que la première Espoir qu'on a vue, ça serait pas Nerissa qui avait pris un charme pour être elle? On va la suivre. D'accord, ça finit comme ça. Bon les amis, c'est la fin de The Wolf Among Us. Donc, avec ces révélations finales, ma théorie personnelle est que la première fois qu'on a rencontré Espoir, donc au tout début du jeu, Espoir, la vraie, était déjà morte. Et c'était Nerissa, déguisée par rapport à un charme d'Espoir, pour nous mettre sur la piste. Et vous, quelles sont vos théories sur The Wolf Among Us? Êtes-vous comme moi à attendre patiemment une saison 2? Donc je vous remercie beaucoup de m'avoir suivi tout au long de ce tel. J'espère que vous avez pris autant de plaisir que moi pour ces vidéos. Je remercie beaucoup tout le monde et surtout ceux qui m'ont été fidèles jusqu'au bout. Les amis, je vous fais de gros bisous et je vous dis à bientôt pour une nouvelle vidéo sur OJT. Ciao, ciao, ciao les amis!